Greetings, this is Frosty Thundertrot, and today it's going to be another homestead video. This is going to be a little bit different since I'm actually going to try to do some editing instead of just talking into my phone and posting that. Because since I don't have anybody to record while I work, I have to record in sections to record a section, so I'm going to try to splice it all together. But right in here, up by the house, is going to be some raised bed gardens. As you can see, there's a lot of junk in here I got to get rid of first. This area is from here to here, 16 feet. And then from here to the end down there is 12 feet. So my plan is to have a row of narrow, probably 24-inch wide planters coming along the outside edges here to kind of create an enclosure, and then a bigger, wider one right in the center. And then I've got some antique park benches that I can put up against the building. I'm going to save this rough cut lumber. That came from the old wash closet right there, which is being made into a pantry for the kitchen. Right up in here, this is another reason, and of course being right by the two back doors, it's easy to access. But in addition to that, we have a water spigot right here, and right over there is a cistern, which was probably one of the original water supplies for the house, and it's the reason why the wash closet is right there, because literally, they'd use an old clanky clank pump, in the wash closet down into that cistern to have so-called running water inside the house in the 1850s. I'm going to keep all those. The storm windows aren't so interesting, but over here behind that wagon panel, there are some original to the house window sashes that I want to keep. This here is our primarily used door, because that door over there only goes to the laundry room, and the front door is unsafe to use because of the damage to the wraparound porch. Yeah, but all these old windows here, I want to try to save these because some of them might be reusable, because you never know when I might need another pane of glass for the house. And I'm back. It's been about 4 hours since I recorded the first part of this video. And now I've got all of the trash out of here and all the junk. Breathing hard because, like I said, 4 hours of work, and I'm fat, old, and have plantar fasciitis, so this was something else. Here's the cistern I was talking about. I uncovered it so that I could see it more clearly. I trimmed back this bush. I don't want to completely kill this bush because it's a very nice flowering, it's called a pseudo strawberry bush is the common name. I don't know the Latin name, but it's a very pretty flowering bush that smells like strawberries when it blooms. You can really tell looking here at the different parts of the house. See, this part here was about an 1880s edition. This porch here was really just after World War II, so 1948, 1950 edition. You can definitely see the difference in how the type of the lumber that's used. And then, over here to the original 1850s part of the house, you can see, where it's got the crown molding and, the extra detail, which, as time went on and they added on, the details just kind of disappeared. This addition back here was the 1880s era, and see right there where that vent pipe is, there used to be a chimney in there where they added a second kitchen, because what we now use as the dining room was the original kitchen of the house. But I'm very proud of what I've gotten done so far. Next up, I've got to come in here and start pulling out all this organic material. Most of it's going to come back in the bottom of the raised beds because it's a good organic material. I don't want to lose that fertility from my land. But I also got to grade and shape this. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to do it all by hand. I mean, this is another one of those jobs where I really wish I had a skid steer or a mini track loader, because this would be 10 minutes worth of work with a Bobcat. And it'll probably be 2 days with me doing it by shovel. And then I have to finally settle on what I'm actually going to use to make the planters out of. I've considered a few things. I've considered just using cinder blocks. I've kind of written that one off because I was just going to get a whole bunch of free cinder blocks and use those. But for now, for some reason, since I want them, I'm not finding any free cinder blocks laying around. I'm sure, once I no longer want some cinder blocks, I'll start finding all kinds of people just giving away cinder blocks again. So I kind of ruled that one out. I considered doing poured concrete, but I'm an asphalt guy, not a concrete guy. So I kind of ruled that one out too. Then I came up with this new idea. I got a whole bunch of trees laying down, so I can cut the logs to be 30 inches long and then stand them on end, and then run a board across the top to tie them together. That would give it a very natural look and be kind of interesting. Best part of that is mostly free. Just a little bit of chainsaw gas and time, but it'll be very time intensive. Or I've already got 2 pieces of 3/4 inch damaged plywood from Menards. So that would be enough to do the outside row right along here, because I would cut it to be 30. This is 16 feet long, so I could get 2 30-inch planks out of each panel, and then that would do both sides. I hope that doesn't show up on the video. I guess I'll have to edit it out if it does. Yeah, my phone just popped up a low battery warning. And then I can just buy 2 more pieces to do the front side over here, and that would give me my perimeter of 24-inch wide planters. And then for the center, I'll know exactly what size it is, but I probably need 2 more pieces of plywood to do that right in the center. But the problem with that is plywood's not a natural material and it does rot, so I would have to find some way to treat it to keep it from rotting. There's a few ways you can do it, vegetable oil, just wipe it down with vegetable oils, soak the pores full of vegetable oil. That'll keep the water out of it, at least the parts that aren't exposed to the sun. Or I can go, I'll have to see what other ways there are preserving wood naturally. Too bad I can't just get some natural organic rubber and just rubber coat it. That would do the job. All right, I'll be back at the next step once I get this all graded and leveled.